God damn it. There we go.
And Lala Bang's already been able to see them as well. So, I mean, this low ground position is just not going to bode well for Moist Esports.
They had an aggressive landing here. I thought they were going to fight.
Well
maybe not.
If Buram elect to sort of just peek down and be aggressive onto them. I think Buram, though...
Nothing wrong with playing it slow. A slow roll is also fine.
And don't want to give that up. They don't want to get too overly aggressive and push over to Moist. That is why they're still alive for now.
But now,
thanks for some Fubsy.
Operative part of that statement, Xenox. They have actually managed to find a couple of shots onto someone who might have been even later leaving staging than them, and that's Ant Esports on the low ground.
Okay, alright boys. Peppering them a little bit.
Well,
putting some seasoning on those cheeks.
Not quite in the zone just yet. They could be at the mercy of Buriram United, the very team that they are trying to keep out from that 4th land spot.
This is a pretty scary position to be in. Like, I don't really like where we're at here.
And in the end, it actually might be Emmanuel who might just be forced to drop down.
Oh god, good headshot though. Let's go, Walty.
Of course, there to persuade them, to punish them a little.
Got a cheeky little headshot there, popped him. Come on, boys. Oh god. Let's go, let's go.
Basically, just points dropping in there.
Fucking huge. Clean.
I mean, that's a generous description of it. I mean, that could have gone sideways so easily with Buriram there, with Ant on the bottom side as well.
Oh, did he
there
stick?
Were a lot of teams who could have made that.
Oh, let's go, a knock.
It's not over for Ant though. Only Holiday left standing. Can Yu down? I don't think Holiday can get into position to
come on, boys.
Revives either. Suddenly also feeling that same pressure. This is the thing that you mentioned.
They got a knock there, so even if yeah, this is fine. That's points for us. We got one of those knocks.
A big factor for that was Jack, but Lala Bang, Gopgap still not really wanting to get too aggressive in playing the position, and that is allowing Moist to still be alive in this position.
Still a scary position to be in here, though. Come on. Alright, alright. Oof. Got the level up, though.
Spotting one, but still Moist have done a pretty good job getting out of that canyon, getting out of that low ground position. They've made their way over to the high ground. See, Buram have elected to actually push over to Harvester with them, and quite frankly, 6 other teams. It's only them.
Pricey's struggling.
Not.
Alright, there we go.
The position.
Yeah, Moist now getting a decent position here on the high ground. They really had to go, you know, out of the frying pan into the fire just to make it to this spot. But they have been rewarded. It was a tough road.
Oh yeah, here, I'll full screen.
All right, why don't we have a listen in with Moist?
Let's go, correct?
Is High in? They're not really in on the
Not really.
They're playing outside, we killed them.
They're going inside, I think.
Okay,
He's
so.
I haven't played Apex in a while, not seriously. Now I just watch supporting the squad.
No one right below us.
I'm 12-1, 12-1.
14-1.
I'm 4-0, 4-0. I need shields,
Yeah.
I need shields.
I got
Thanks
4.
to give Sip Hazy.
I got 2.
These are some hot comms.
You need them?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna.
There's team here. That's up. Fuck. How long are these guys in for?
I don't know. We should be able to kill them.
Oh.
It's just their team split.
I think we have to slide off to like over here on zone close.
No! What just happened?
Selling?
They're fighting inside. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me.
I'm fighting.
They're fighting inside. I think we need a third guy.
The Watson's on the other side of your bin.
Watson dead, Watson dead. No, she's. Oh my god.
Well, considering the journey.
I think I finally figured out why that happens. I don't know what it is, but minimizing or alt-tabbing out of any Unreal Engine game is causing a problem with my Streamlabs, and it shuts it all down. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. That's actually so crazy. Thanks to Prime Azure and the resub Carter. That is just actually so fucking crazy. Oh yeah, I just muted it as well.
Champions of match 2, but that's 2 big games in a row, Gino, from Daewoo United, and then the grand scheme of everything, that's 2 big games from them.
No, it didn't blue screen that time. It just crashed
Nice,
everything. Actually fucking nuts. Actually fucking nuts that that keeps happening. It only happens if I alt-tab out of a game that uses Unreal Engine. And I don't think it's even the game. I think it is actually just the Streamlabs. Alright, I'm back. Just in time. They just started.
Monster performances. Again, they would have to do more.
Alright, let's go, Moist. Let's go, boys. We got 2 games here. We're in 3rd place.
I do wonder if they do perform well here. Match 5, Buram have a little bit of a sleeper game.
Thanks to Resub Hawk.
Place could very much be up for grabs, and that would be massive for them and their chances, of course, of maintaining a top 4 position.
Yeah, 21 points is nothing to sneeze at, Xenox. That's how many split points you'll grab in that 2nd position. Bit of a drop there from...
Yeah, so we don't have the command center here, so I can't just follow our team at the moment. So it has to be just the main broadcast from Longshot.
Team lobby, which is never an easy feat when you're playing against the best of the best. So you team up here. They got the hot zone actually at the wall.
Buram again moving early. Sorry to cut you off there, Gino, but
that's right.
It's literally happened. I want to say almost every single game so far that we've had today. Buram on the move early, going for compounds, going for positions early, playing off of got gaps on that Watson. This is going to be like the 5th match in a row. They're literally already on top of Cascade Falls, playing off of this green circle. So the stark contrast between them.
What place are they at now? 3rd place.
Play a little bit slower, a little bit later, play those edge, play for those kills. It's paramount. To be fair, credit to Buram. It's working. They're sticking to their guns. They're moving early, going for position.
Yeah, and they're reading the rings actually quite well. That's why they've been, you know, just mopping up those the ends of the fights, the ends of a couple of games so far in this series with such ease, because they have gifted themselves the god spots. I shouldn't say gifted, you know. I generally think they've been making some really good reads as far as these circles do go. You can see right now they are taking...
I'm not turning the lights off.
Spot in where the spider caverns are, and 20th guaranteed. Well, they're taking a nap on the floor.
What mouse do I use? I actually don't remember what mouse this is. I think it's some kind of Corsair. I just don't remember what.
Stinky Beat, by the way.
I was gonna say rough day for Stinky
I've
Beat,
had it for so long now.
They did okay, in fairness, against Dreamfire. Over down in Fish Farms in that last match, they did enough to sort of just hold on for a bit.
One of the boys will probably be streaming their gameplay. I checked and I didn't see any of them live.
Gotta be careful to not just be standing.
I'll double check though. Maybe they went live later.
Too much of the time.
Let me see.
Yeah, Leaf tries to get some R301 beams in from
No.
downtown.
None of them are live.
Just as they stop for a moment to try and loot his teammates' banners. Managed to get himself up to purple, but you can see the 3 shield cells left. 1 battery, he's going to use that last one up.
Ask them to stream when you want to do
Yeah,
watch parties.
in.
I don't want to put any unnecessary like strain on them or anything, or like any kind of extra pressure or whatever. Just want them to focus on doing the absolute best they can in tournament and focusing on that.
Forced out with grenades. This is not looking
No
good
reason
for
to
Leaf.
try and like force them to stream or something.
Playing this position well. Leaf's done alright though to get close with the Mastiff. So much so it deserves the knock and does find it. Unfortunately, Hizzy was there to cover and at least get the kill back. The 20th guaranteed. They are unfortunately living up to their name. 2 matches in a row now. Match 4 and match 5. Storm Point has not been assigned to them. So we shift over to Emmanuel. Not the best of positions for A4. They also didn't really have the best of times in that last match either. It was the solo effort. No surprise to see Dreamfire winning their fight here. And unfortunately, Dreamfire, well, doesn't seem like they're going to have a play
Damn.
this time.
Dreamfire gonna pick up even more kills. Fuck, man. Dreamfire's having such a crazy tournament. So they're first right now by quite a margin, which is unlucky for us.
Couple of early casualties.
Again, I think just a top 3 finish should be good enough for us to qualify. Not positive, but I think.
As an aggressive
Thanks to Resub Hush.
region, one
And right now we're in
action
third.
throughout these games. And the further and further we've gotten to the season, Xenox, the more and more it feels like
Thanks
we're
to Prime
going
Telling.
back to our roots.
Dreamfire definitely leading the example at least today. As Truth Esports gone as well. 3 squads all eliminated inside of the opening round. I wouldn't even be surprised if we lose another 1 or 2. Especially with this kind of circle north of Cascade Falls, very open. Have to play the terrain. Team Mop and DNZ now.
He's a Prime
Pushing
Wolfsbane.
aggressively. SA
Is the volume quiet on stream? It's super loud for me. Here, I'll turn it up, but it's pretty loud for me.
Gets maybe 2 from this as well. DNZ have lost Joker. Bolin has to fall back. Cracked. Just Flash. Team Mop, you know, right today in their team fights, they don't go down easy.
Still looking to finish this one off. A 104 with the Mastiff. Yeah, that'll do it. See you later, DNZ. Team up. Just outside the circle, but it's pulling pretty north. So potentially some teams, you know, maybe they'll decide to Valgolt just in front of them. That'd be something they'd like to see. Just falling into their lap, as I think, you know, you've opined once or
What
twice
mic
today.
do I use? An AT 2020.
I don't think there's going to be much of that here with this kind of circle. It's shifting over towards the east, which it's not really going to be very kind for, I want to say, almost the majority of the teams, you know. I think maybe there's only one team that might be somewhat happy with this, and it's SRY. It's just got a little bit quiet. They had a decent match 1, and since then have not really been able to replicate that. But this Eastern shift is really going to throw a
stainless.
spanner in the works.
Best mic for the money. I think the AT 2020 you can't
Yeah,
really beat for
505
price
looking good.
price versus performance.
Seems like SRY, but
It's just such a
further
good
down,
USB
Happy
mic.
Moist. They went for a very central position. They've got no further beacon knowledge. And that'll probably work out okay for them for now, but as we move into that eastern circle you've talked about, Xenox, they are unfortunately...
Why is there so many
outside
duos?
the
I don't
league
know.
that they're in.
Thanks to Tier 1 Joshua.
Someone like Ant, who's much further away, probably going to be in the same boat. That's it, Ant, playing without a Valk. So, you know, no options. They got to fight their way through. They don't have a Wraith. There's no rotating abilities unless you're, you know, going to be very generous and say that the smoke canisters coming out of...
Is this the first match today for Moist?
Gonna,
No, this is the
gonna help you
5th. So
cross
right now
a,
we're in 3rd place.
you know, a building like that.
There's 2 more
We haven't
matches
really
for us
touched on
tonight,
that,
I
but there's
believe.
a second Bangalore now. Do you wonder if Ant have just sort of seen what Dreamfire has been able to do today and just kind of copied their homework a little bit?
Could be, yeah. Maybe, you know, maybe they're liking what they see out of that composition. They want to play that same kind of style. They think it's the end of the series, and you know, it's time to get.
You ever seen a Dull Touche
time to
Apex
get
watch
rowdy,
party? I
trying
have.
To get to rack up the kill points and race your way up the leaderboard. Because
Is this-
sometimes it gets to
is
the
this frozen?
second half of the day, and you
A little bit of a quiet moment momentarily here into round number 2. Not a
Okay.
surprise when you take into account round 1 got rid of basically 4 squads.
All right, I'll just hang out. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. What are they trying to qualify for? The LAN major. So it's a pretty big deal. What happened in the game he was playing? Swapped to watch Apex. The game's not bad or anything. I might end up finishing it, but I wasn't like super duper into it where I've got to blast through it tonight or anything. I'd rather support the squad. Thanks for your sub care. What place do they need to get? That I don't know. I actually really don't know. Our last placement wasn't amazing. We got 6th at the last tournament, but the tournament before that we got 2nd, and the tournament before that we got 2nd. So I have to imagine we're in a pretty decent spot overall where we don't need to, like, win to guarantee a spot, but I'm not positive.
There, but
Yeah, there we go.
Moist Esports here that we're having a look at. Hopefully not going to fall prey to the same thing. They will, however, potentially fall prey to someone when they make this next rotation, Xenox, because as they will just have found out, the circle is not in their favor.
Yeah, and the good news as well is, fortunately, we haven't missed anything. Because obviously, round 1, we saw like 3-4 squads eliminated. Round 2, everyone was just sort of bunkered down in and around Cascade Falls. So it's now, as we head into the 3rd round,
Oh, all right.
teams will start to have to move from here. So this is actually where the action will start.
That was us rotating.
Kind of timed it perfectly as we come back here. 16 squads left. Everyone has to start making their way over towards the eastern side of the circle. Brewer already made their shift. We mentioned, of course, before, Ant, the lack of rotation ability for them. So they're just walking on in, which fortunately, the pathway for
This
them
is a
actually sort of
pretty
paved forward.
this is a scary spot.
Ram have made their move, along with 505. It's only Ath that's actually directly in front of them in their building. So it might not be too bad for them, but it is going to get very congested here in this 3rd round.
It is Team Op. They want more kills to their name, and they're going to try and get Ram down to do it. The EMP comes in.
Oh, there's a lot of
Trying to use
chaos
that as a
here.
little bit of cover and a little bit of respite. Will no longer have that option. He's going to, yeah, look, absolutely gone there. You can see Billy just having to completely leave his teammates. But
Are you able to restock the Yu-Gi-Oh robe? Is the Yu-Gi-Oh robe sold out?
It's a tough 1v1 to take, and 505 have been doing.
I guess we could.
certainly better
I wasn't
since
really
Metros
planning on it. I thought it'd be fun to just do as like a one-off thing, but if people really want it, I guess.
Pricey, of course, picking up one of those kills to finish off. Dreamfire kill leaders, no surprises there. Can they get
Thanks,
Nexus
Resub
back
Brick.
up? It looks like he will have found a safe position, but Moist are thinking about it. MT pushing around to have a look at this, but he
Oh,
can't
let's go.
too
Oh,
far 'cause
come on, baby.
MTY is actually in the space as well. Now, yeah, just to quickly talk about Nexus there, Xenox, he actually pulled in only for Game 6.
We're pushing.
Series,
Push their shit in, boys. Oh
which they
boy,
won. So we played one game.
we just
one
got
win. That's how much of a difference
de-robed
Nexus is
there.
making to the
Unlucky.
5-5 team.
Talk about adding that to your resume. 1 win, 1 game.
We picked up 1 kill.
Job done.
Hey,
Did
that's
get
points.
knocked again, by the
Points
way,
is
but
points,
he has
baby.
been
Points
brought
is
back
points.
up this time permanently, so they do have the 3 for 505. Storm Point has actually been with
Nice,
them
nice.
today. They
Oh
basically
god,
a
that was good
non-factor
though.
on World's Edge. Arcstar thrown out here from
Huge
Pricey.
Arcstar, come on, baby.
I would say honestly, as the day
Nice.
has gone on, they've just gotten better and better.
Let's go, Pricey.
Probably starting to feel that confidence as well. And the crack is down.
Good push,
That
good
Arcstar
push.
and
Way to
it
clean
is
that shit up.
successful. Ath and MDY both falling at the exact same
Like that,
amount
I
of
like
time.
that.
North side, seeing a couple of teams there with ADL, and they've been able to push in 505, but it's Cascade Falls. That's where it is extremely congested.
Yeah, that was a good Arcstar. Shit was
A lot of
clutch.
teams thinking about staying up there. You know, we saw. I think
Is
it
he
was Team Up,
spectating?
actually,
Yeah.
you know,
No
back
command
in the
center, so I
week
can't
where they
just
had
follow
no
our
name
team,
Xenox. That's where
unfortunately.
they held the top of the Cascade Falls themselves and just beamed everybody underneath them for a ridiculous. I think it was like 18 or 19 kill win, something like that. So, you know,
think it's a
perhaps
prime
we'll see a
potion.
team in that region sort of do that again. Dreamfire have found themselves a rampage. Remember, we have moved on to the Season 15 patch now, so that's a fully, a fully revved up, permanently revved up rampage here. So a good care package weapon, definitely improved from what it was before. They were united. You can see they're kind of looking up towards where Dreamfire are, I believe.
It's interesting, Dreamfire's just kind of copped the next circle too. Position. Basically what They Were United is looking at right now is where they kind of need to go. 4 kills for Dreamfire this game.
Okay.
But the late game might actually come down to their positioning and their placing rather than their ability to get those kills and wipe out squads. Moist Esports, pretty much like a lot of teams are just sort of waiting for this next push of these teams in Cascade Falls
This is a
to make their way
very
out.
scary
They're ready for it.
spot.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen this position be like super successful before. So I'm interested to see how Moist plays this one out. I'm definitely going to be keeping a close eye on them to sort of to gauge that and recalibrate.
You ever play
my
League anymore?
expectations.
No, not really.
You know, the
It's been a long
cover's not
time.
amazing, right? But perhaps the way it works with the sightlines around it might help out.
No high ground. I know. That's why it's
Just kind of
concerning.
keep it safe from Dreamfire, who are playing the high ground position. 10 seconds till this next ring. Xenox, 12 squads alive. I can guarantee you we're going to lose a couple coming into that, and Hermagerd is the first.
Yeah, and they're not going to be the last either in the next minute or so. Someone starts making its way in. Well, and Esports not one of those teams in Cascade Falls. They further north. Done well, actually.
They're about to run into this
Spoken
squad.
about
I don't know who it
their
is up there, though.
reputation, but been able to just sort of walk their way in. Moist Esports. This is where they're going to get tested, though.
Some
All
cheeky
these
shots.
teams pushing out on towards their position. Daewoo's been able to get in behind them. Still got a couple that are directly in front. Dreamfire trying to get some shots in, but ADL have actually landed on their position.
It actually
Well,
would
so
be
we've got
good for
team-
us
team-
if Dreamfire
team-
stays in with
team
us till the
rotating
end.
In and around them.
So that way they pull away from some of like the 4th place and whatever.
Fantastic spot. You can see there Dreamfire have so much priority over the teams below them. The Vault, which we actually haven't seen all that much of today, I feel, is going to go down in the hands of RTL as well as PK. There's, all right, we're 4 squads down. Probably about what we expected there, but potentially still a couple to go. T4 are close to the next ring.
I think I just saw Walty in
Hiding
the
behind
the kill feed.
wall, all of a sudden, bullets streaming.
I think he killed someone, I don't know who.
Directions, arc stars, thermites.
Pricey got one.
Everything is being exhausted from the inventories.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. That's 2 more kills, 2 points, baby. 2 more
You
points.
mentioned before about
Good
keeping
shit.
an eye on
Good
Moist
shit.
Esports.
Pricey kill leader.
Still alive. They've done well. They've been able to avoid a large brunt of the damage, mainly because a lot of teams.
Oh,
have
that's so
elected to
huge.
sort of
It's
try
so
and go
fucking
around
huge.
them rather than through them. And obviously full armor, double purple and a red. ADL is going to go. I mean, they were basically hiding beneath Dreamfire. Probably not the place you really want to be. 4 kills going the way for TF. Roy, low, still alive, not for much longer. Daewoo, big frag grenade for
Dreamfire out.
Wipe. Finally, it feels like for the first time today.
Come on,
Dreamfire
boys. Come on, boys.
lose
Come on,
a
boys.
fight such as
Where are
that.
we? I don't know where we
Usually they're
are.
just winning them, scrapping their way out of them.
Where are we?
United needed a big game going into match number 6 after this, and they're starting to get it. 5 squads left.
It was an odd one too. I mean, they had high ground at that position, and like almost ultimate high ground as well. So, oh wow, man, Daewoo have so much loot. They're gonna have to be quick about it though. Next zone is about to.
Is it hard to
pop
follow?
off.
It'll be easier once I get the
Actually,
command
easy flash
center.
need to
I
make
think
their
I
way
should
back
be able to
to
have that for the
Sands.
major. I'm not positive.
505 here. You
There we
can
go,
see they're
Walty.
starting to pile on some shots to Ant. We're moving up. They're also taking some bullets below from Moist Esports.
Nice.
RE45
He's flesh. He's flesh.
ringing out with the disruptor rounds.
2 flesh. No, hold on. You got a shield cell off.
Oh, good crack. Holiday down by Waltzy as well. Kind of game with Moist.
Walty got one down. Walty got one down. Yes.
Buram United, they need the kills. Arguably, they probably need to go on and almost win this game.
Full kill. Huge. Huge.
They get another kill onto Holiday. I think that's now double-digit kills for Moist, or at least thereabouts. 505 continue to impress here on Storm Point.
Fucking huge.
To the final 3 squads remaining with Ant and Sticks B.
Big points. Big points. Big
At
points.
the same time. 3 versus 3 versus 3.
Scary
This is
spot,
one
though.
out, Match 5.
A couple of Moist's wins have come
Oh,
later on
fuck.
in the series when they've needed to stand up, and it feels like they're in that position once again. 505, you can see they're well above the other teams here.
They're pushing. They're pushing.
Daewoo
I think. Fuck. I couldn't tell.
in a solid position. It's quite hard to tell, honestly, who's going to come out on top here. Teams are going to have to play with each other. They're going to try and use every trick in the book here not make the first.
Oh, come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Sometimes the first move might be the right move, but a lot of the times, if you do move first,
Fuck,
here,
this is scary.
you are gonna get sort of sandwiched. You are gonna get pinched. 505. I think it comes down to who can get the first knock, who can start to really wound these other teams, and then push off that sort of blood in the water moment. It's Daewoo United that are starting to land these shots aggressively. Nexus is knocked down. Bastion.
Nice, let's go, Ulti.
That first move from Daewoo has invited Moist. They now sense that they could be the
Nice.
third party to come away with the win off of this.
Let's go. One more, one more.
They made that first move, and unfortunately, it's their last move.
Let's go, boys. Let's fucking go. That was huge. That was actually so many kills, too. Pricey was kill leader for like half that fucking match. Actually massive. Where does that put us? That was such a fucking good round for us.
From the rest of the Daewoo team there. So they went down for him. They tried to grab the 3v1 and, you know, just start the...
Fuck me, they went hard on that.
Place.
Yes, sir.
Then just rocks up and unfortunately puts a stop to those plans. And at that point, as you said...
Crucial third party at the end. We take that.
Easy dub for them. Missile Swarm catching a couple of them off guard, getting that all-important stun on...
No, they looked so good in that one. That was actually masterful.
Missile Swarm hitting you, and then, yeah, Disruptor rounds. You know, I'm not the biggest
All right, where's that put them?
But Disruptor rounds...
I'll just wait for them to put it up here.
You know, hop-ups that they've ever introduced into Apex Legends. So, of course, you know, care package weapon kind of makes sense to have it in that...
Oh, no, that was a ton of points.
Tier of weapon.
They wiped like 5 squads.
We spoke sort of about, and I was leading sort of the conversation of if anyone's going to catch Booram, it might end up being Moist Esports if they can have 2 really big games. Well, this is one of them. Realistically, 13 kill win, can't really be asking for more than that. I think 16 kill win was the most we had today, of course, coming from Dreamfire. So pretty much almost matching that, only 3 kills short. And
they had it was a 13 kill win.
Game, they finished 15th, no kills. So suddenly they go from a pretty decent lead in second to what I imagine will end up being tied with
That's a
Moist,
good fucking dub.
United, who finished 3rd with 7 kills.
Wipe their
themselves.
ass with them on that one.
Going into the last game, well, Dreamfire 8 kills, 6th place again.
25-point game, 2nd place now. Okay, that's fucking huge.
To lock up that 1st place. Suddenly,
let's go.
For 2nd really heats up going into match 6.
It does. We've got, as they say, we may have a game on our hands, Xenox. I don't think it'll be, you know, for first, but perhaps for second onwards.
Yeah, I don't think we need first. I really don't.
We're kind of slacking it, frankly. They only got 8 kills. You know, what are you doing, guys? You're meant to be getting at least 12 kills a game. That's the standard you have been.
That was a
setting in this
fat
lobby,
dubski, though.
and you've fallen short of it. So 8 kills with 6th place.
Exit tier 1 known. How long in between matches? 5 minutes. They take a 5-minute break.
The high watermark. If you know, look at the Harvester to see.
Thanks for Prime Senpai.
They had gotten that far ahead, so perhaps with their placement here in Game 5, Dreamfire are going to be sniffing ever closer to that record here in Year 3 of the ALGS in APAC South.
Yeah, certainly could be. In fairness, I don't think that is something that would be on their mind too much, right? Like,
is this their last match, or how many more? I'm pretty sure this next match is their last, because they have always played 6, but people were saying they're playing 12 this time, so I don't know.
I think bigger things on their mind, and
I really think it is
as well to keep track of going into the last match as well. Moist Esports.
Yeah, they're even saying last match.
All neck and neck as we have a look at the
that's huge. That's
Moist
huge.
have actually already leapfrogged into 2nd place above Buram, who only picked up 1 point from this game. So practically not really anything. Daewoo United still within a shot, although admittedly a little bit further back than...
I think we just need to lock down 2nd place.
Esports, look, it can
but
happen in terms of first
place. We could take first.
Require them to basically win the game, win it well, and for Dreamfire to get nothing, which they have not really shown us that they're going to go and get nothing in any of these games that AGM. So I think first is good. It's a matter of can Moist hold on to 2nd, and if they can do that, considering where they were at the conclusion of World's Edge, big turnaround for them on Storm Point.
Yeah, it really feels like it's between them and Buriram. Daewoo would need, yeah, you know, a massive game to get there seems unlikely. Moist and Buriram.
They are going for
you know,
6
sitting
more
at
in your
a,
group
like
B.
a
Okay.
respectable total, you know, 51 and 59 points, but Dreamfire have locked this series up. There's no doubt about it, and they deserve it, Xenox. I mean, the
Yeah,
plays,
Dreamfire was kind of
the
nasty.
ridiculous situations they have pulled themselves out of today. They deserve every single
Moist is
part
group
of
B,
that
so they
win.
play 6 more in about an
It's kind of-
hour.
yeah, the way in which they've done it. Sometimes you can have a really good day
Okay,
where
that's
maybe things
fucking
fall your way.
wild.
Sometimes
Does
they
everyone
get
play
fed or
6 more?
whatever, you know, any of those shenanigans, but they've clearly just set their own pace. They've set their own goals, and they've executed that perfectly going into the last match. Yeah, again, it would probably take like a 13 kill win and for Dreamfire to get nothing. And sure,
Just
Moist could
Group
still
B.
get first place, but I don't envision that. It may happen. In fairness, Moist
Oh,
have actually
only
gotten
Group
better,
B
as I
for
said,
this
sort of in the middle
week.
of that game.
Okay.
They've gotten better as the day has actually gone on, as it's progressed. Maybe a part of that's to do with the fact that we've got.
That seems a little excessive.
They're clearly just feeling a little bit better about themselves. And look, if they can wrap up second place, 21 points still goes a long way for them. Already in fourth, you know, that puts them on 75 points, which actually would only put them on par behind Chicken Sandwich, actually. So put them into second overall with, you know, taking into account A, B, and C all on the same games played. So that's what it would do for Moist.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that that split standings at the end of next game, Xenox, and seeing where they've all pulled up to. But as you say, Moist have started the redemption arc from the last couple of weeks, where it feels like they have just dipped a little bit, only in our expectations.
Hey, thanks,
Certainly
Dreams.
not out of, you know, being one of the best teams in the region.
Well, the battle
Yeah,
for
the
first
boys are
certainly
filthy.
over. Dreamfire being the best team in this lobby today. One match to go, and second place still firmly up for grabs. Big points up for grabs. Big ramifications to be had. We go to a break. When we come back, it's that final game.
Thanks a Prime, Laura. Okay, while they're on break, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. I'm back. Thanks, a resub, Finesse. I mean, it is possible to still take first here. It's just... That's a tall, tall order. Thanks, a resub, Chode. How was Bindi? It's fine. It's not bad. He's a prime bunker. Why are you guys having an argument about how baloney's spelled? Isn't it spelled B-O-L-O-G-N-A?
Well, Moist Esports are giving us something at
Holy
least
shit.
to watch and keep an eye on going
That
into
was
the last
loud.
match. Firmly in second place, 24 points behind Dreamfire. Maybe they could just spoil the dream going into the last game. Would, of course, have to be a massive, massive game. But either way, their goal right now, Gino, would be firmly to just keep hold of second place.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what you're going to be aiming for here, because Buriram are knocking on the door, getting into first. I think, no one's really expecting that, and Dreamfire are probably not going to rest on their laurels either. You know, you can see them absolutely wiping a couple of squads coming into our last game here as well, I imagine. But yeah, I mean, on track, if they get they'd need 16 kills this game, I think, and then they could close out the day with that average of 12 kills, which I would genuinely be surprised if that wasn't the highest kill total ever in an ALGS like regular season series. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. That's just the way it has gone for them today. When we think about, though, of course, the battles just below. Moist, Viram, Daewoo United.
Who's playing on Dreamfire? I actually haven't even seen.
Respectively, of course, Moist having themselves a decent total, 59 points now, 8 points.
Yeah, they're having like a crazy day.
So Viram are knocking down the door. Well, they were in the house.
They have 58 fucking kills on the day, which is so nuts.
2 games respectively. And that's something to note, right? It's all come on Storm Point for Moist Esports. For World's Edge, it wasn't really working out for them. Storm Point.
Thanks, resub sauce.
So maybe there's a little bit of that. Coming home strong, Moist Esports, as we head into the final match for this lobby. The final game to see who's going to take out that top spot. Surely it'll be Dreamfire. We'll have to see, though, who's
All right,
home second.
let's go, Moist. Just need to firmly hold second place, I think. The play is not to go crazy, like stretching for first. I think we just hold
I
second.
think anyone else deserves it as much as
Oh, now
the
it's
elite
quiet.
Chinese team. So not really any early contests today on either of the maps. At least not to my memory. I think everyone sort of sorted this out. That means we've... oh, actually, we have... Ooh, okay, we've got Stinky B and 20th guaranteed, both landing in Antenna. So I guess that's what precipitated that early engagement last game. Makes sense. I probably wouldn't have thought of that at the start of the day, but of course, if you've got a
How do
duo, that
Apex
changes
tournaments
things.
work?
Someone's
You get
probably gonna be
points
happy
based
to
off
try and
kills and match
force
placement.
them
Yes.
out of there,
You
especially
immediately
when
nailed it, yeah.
guarantee we're landing at the wall.
Kills is points,
and they're
placement is
kicked out
points.
Of that by Team Op. We're not exactly a team that you want to take a 50-50.
Thanks for your sub, Pack Runner. There is quite a few duos in this right now. I am actually surprised.
Actually pushed them over towards Jack Kit, Birram United. I've got Green Zone
Thanks for Prime Berg.
towards Stormcatcher. Our final match of this lobby. And the
Let's
one
go,
thing about Birram
Moist.
United, the way that they've sort of played today, holding up in positions, really playing for position, playing for placement. Don't know if that's actually going to be able to be enough to secure them second place now. They might have to expand out a little bit more, try and get a little bit more aggressive. Once again, of course, they're going to be one of the first.
Oh,
teams
Buriam's
in that
immediately.
way.
It looks like they're looking
Really,
for a
all
fight.
6 matches now.
They're in third place, so we do not
Really
want
need to
them
see
getting
a
any
little bit more
kills.
aggression out of Birram, finding some kills.
Yeah, it looks like
If they're
Buriam's
gonna get
immediately
second.
pushing in, but they don't realize that there's two. This team is also pushing in. I feel like
What are their
this
kills
could be good for us if
from
Buriam gets eliminated here.
when
It's about to be a goddamn clusterfuck over
they've,
here.
Just being able to vulture them from other teams fighting in these final circles. So Buriram are on track to do that again, honestly. With their mid-map or ski lift location, of course that gives them ample time to get in early to some good spots.
Oh, are we pushing in on a team right now?
Ath fly over them right now. This is all just going on a little bit to the east. You can
Oh,
see
no,
Moist
no,
probably
good.
going to be joining them there soon. A couple of teams set up in Stormcatcher, a couple of teams setting up in the hill just below Stormcatcher as well. 505, of course, they've got this building to the east of Stormcatcher. We have actually seen some zones end over here, Xenox. So if it does end up pulling to the east, 505, the Watson Crypto
Who's fighting? Who's this?
position that they're running, and I think they're within range. Yeah, they are definitely within range. There's a beacon of Stormcatcher. There's also one down at ski lift. They're probably going to be good.
Oh man, this is shit's popping off right now. Jesus.
Giving up that spot. So all right, apparently 505 don't think that's the place to be. They think the place to be is taking this fight with T4.
Oh, S10 gone. It's been a horrible time on Storm Point for T4. And to think that at the conclusion of World's Edge, they were sitting firmly in 4th place. And they've dropped, and honestly, if they go out here this early on, no points, no kills, they probably drop out of the top 10 when it's all said and done today. Storm Point has just been a disaster for them. To at least get the revive onto retech, but S10 kind of has to be recovered. Not ideal.
Sitting in the little stairwell, or the zip shaft, I guess you could call it, just under Stormcatcher. Not exactly the most defensible position. I'm really surprised that 505 gave up that building, though. I guess maybe they're reading this as a hard pull kind of zone. They are actually looking to get on the back of Hermit.
Who are they pushing in on
Found
right
them
now?
in a
Who is
good
that?
Position. Bunny hop pulls out a 170 to take down Kissans.
I don't know what
Not
team
ideal
that
for
is.
United. At the very least, Xavier gone down. Got to see a VC flash. His hands getting recovered. My Bastion. So at the very least, able to just recover a little bit. A moment, a reprieve, a respite needed for Daewoo United. Had a much better match 5, but their match 4, where they got nothing from the game, has cost them big time.
Oh, that guy's so
Standings
fucked.
for this lobby.
Yeah.
And McGurk, though, eliminated, gone. Daewoo will take the kills. I'll collect all 3 of them. That's exactly what they needed. Just to be able to recover in that fight. Have that momentary position to...
What position's Dewa in? I think they were in top 5,
so
right? So that's not good
successfully.
for us, them getting points.
Still,
Unlucky. That's alright, though.
one team gone this early on. Last game, we saw 3-4.
I know Buriam's in
round 1 with 15
3rd.
seconds remaining in this opening round. I wonder if there's going to be more.
You got to remember the Dewa are the ones behind Buriram as well. So every kill that
Okay, they're
get,
fourth.
they're stealing from Buriram is extremely important. Now, a bit further up towards Command Center, we've got Truth on the run from Team Up. One team that does seem to inspire fear in some of the others. You can see Billy here just trying to get that EMP up as fast as possible. Like Dreamfire, very good at utilizing those ults. Almost every time it seems like the whole team has their ults up. They're ready to just...
Who's playing for
pour
Moist
in.
tonight? Normal boys. Waltzy, MT, Pricey.
Going to be popping those on repeat. 4 fight wins, 4 KP. Looks like we'll be starting this fight soon.
Oof.
Ooh, good shot.
Fucking melted him. Jesus.
They look to get aggressive off of this or prefer to hold position. It looks as if it will be the latter. But I think getting shots back as well from behind them. Got to be careful that they don't put themselves into a too outward position. I wonder if that's exactly what's happened. Mosu pops the bat back up to full armor. But Surasama able to get the kill onto Shakai. And we'll be able to look to go and find the second one, a freebie. So 2 kills in the end for Truth. So pushing down, being aggressive does pay dividends for them.
Oh, don't worry. I'm bad at Apex these days now too, man.
Flat line, so he's going to have to try and
I have been
down.
outpaced. I was good for everything up till Octane. Second Octane came out, I kind of stopped playing it actively, and now I'm just trash. I am so bad at Apex now.
Managed to close the door behind him, but the Dimensional Rift will not come down in time to save him. True Esports
Thanks the resub Gab.
honestly played that very, very well and very cleverly. You know, they stuck together. They were doing laps around the command center, and that sort of got Team Up in some troubles. They didn't stick together quite well. They weren't exactly sure maybe where Truth were, and so that when Truth finally turned around and took the fight, it was more of a 3v1 at that point, and they could quickly just gain an advantage and then push it from there.
What squad is that they're fighting?
EDL and pushing into them as well. As in just changing up their lineup, it's actually been working out really well with the Bangalore. A couple of fights. MDY, they were united. Just north of Launchpad.
It's not even really like my aim or anything. It's just the decision making has become so much more important now that everyone's gotten better. So like knowing where to rotate and when is so incredibly important that I've just fallen behind on that game knowledge. So I just get outpaced, outpositioned by like everyone that knows what they're doing.
Teams get a bit too far into this, I would say. As you can see, MDY started to do that, and yeah, that's
a good sub
where
destroyer.
Say, okay, we're gonna come in and clean up now. Thanks both teams for getting a bit too far into this. Past the point of no return.
Damn, Dewa getting more kills.
Dreamfire pushing in as well. Actually coming in from the backside as the very same time that Emmanuel are actually pushing out. They're pushing straight into Dreamfire. Rory's going to collect a free down onto A-Float. So Dewa from one side, Dreamfire from the other side. Unfortunately for Emmanuel, it's just not the place to be for them. They're coming in very, very
resub high
late.
ground.
Out from far west, they push straight in. They get a free kill.
And the resub of Spectacles.
They're in a good spot for them. Not only, it doesn't matter how you're really playing this next zone, Xenox, Dreamfire are going to be happy about it, because Asia, the sole survivor of that, is going to be over there, Dewa. And then I imagine a lot of people, because there's what, 5-6 teams over near Stormcatcher at the moment, are going to eventually pull further down the hill, and some of them may want to rotate around that east side of the mountain. Dreamfire, you know those rocks that are sort of just to the north of Launchpad? To the north of the sort of the most northernmost finger. That's the position Dreamfire are going to be playing with.
Yeah, right now Moist is in second.
So
I think we just need to hold second and we're good.
For Dreamfire to try and
so we need Burium to get
over there.
nothing here, and we need Dewa to stop popping off.
In the mini map there at the moment with where that green circle is going. And So yeah, a lot of the teams, there's a big divide. There's not really anyone in the middle of the map right now.
Good hit by Stray.
And there's Dewa getting more kills.
DNZ will be at the wrong end.
Wait,
of
maybe
that
they lose
Red
one here?
United
Maybe they
block.
lose one here?
Obviously looking to finish strong in this final match of this lobby group.
Maybe not.
Desperately need to do so if they want to make their way up the standings any further. Currently in 4th place, 8 points behind Buriram. But the amount of kills that they've already been able to pick up, Cheatham, has put them into a position where they've already made up 8 kills. That's 8 points alone.
Fuck, that's not good for us.
You know,
Really
easy
working
flash.
hard.
We need them to stop.
Always in the damage leading.
Can we get somebody to put the kibosh
Day
on
there
Dewa,
is
please?
Converting them as well. 6 kills already in this early stage in this game. That said, we know they're fighting against Buriram, right? Now, Buriram don't have a kill to their name yet, but they do have fantastic positioning in this next ring. Currently, the only one sitting within it. You can see they're well set up.
Dreamfire is not far away from Dewa here. We might have a clash between Dreamfire and Dewa coming up.
Set up early so
That would
set
be
up late and
good for
rushing.
us.
Get
If
a good position, use the
Dreamfire
cliff as
wins
well.
that.
I mean, that's really the best way you want to use those Watson fences. Push in on the cliff, put those fences down, and you can really command a large area. They were united close by. Dreamfire on the other end of the cliff, the other side of it, so not really a concern. So have to make their push.
Who's in first
into
right
this
now?
position,
Dreamfire.
onto this compound.
Dreamfire has
All
literally
there.
80
And
something
on
or
top of that,
58 kills
got
right
the duo
now.
of Stinky Beat.
Like,
So an early push, but already
they've had an
enemies in the
unreal
forefront.
day.
Ath will set
So
up,
we
and
probably
Ath
won't
will
catch Dreamfire, but second place
see
I think is
how
all we
these
need. So
teams
we can
that
just
were
hold
once the
second.
Stormcatcher now need to make their way down out into the open early.
Oh, Buriam and Dewa are about to
See that
clash.
Dreamfire just have such a great position down there. They've got
That should be good
know,
for
a
us, I think,
little,
because
a
it
little
makes sure
choke
one's
point that
out.
leads them
Walty
directly
just
to the
finished off
circle. They
T4.
can play,
Well, one person on
you know,
T4.
without much of a worry in the world up until that point. They have actually got the circle information though, because Pete is on the crypto, so they're going to move up and start moving in behind Buriram just as they take the fight with Dewa. This one is important.
Oh, Dreamfire's coming in. If they can clean up both these teams,
Shots.
we're good.
Dreamfire.
We're guaranteed second. If they can just clean up both teams right now, we're good. Dreamfire would actually save us. They would help us out so much here.
Got gaps, both gone.
So Buriram's gone.
Take it to
Huge.
Buriram and their challenge for second place. That is not going to be ideal. It is probably going to be a large.
Let's go. Let's go, Dreamfire.
Maybe open the
Dreamfire
door.
needs to take out Dewa
Dewa
here.
United to leapfrog into third.
Oh, that is
That's
so
all
bad.
done.
Uh-oh.
They must win this fight though.
That was a really good
They're
push
going
here
to
from
do so.
Flash.
They've already picked up the 8 kills, but they want more. They're hungry for more. They're getting it down.
Oh,
on
fuck.
Suddenly it looks like they
Oh,
were
fuck.
behind the throttle. They send it. 3 still up. Only 1 left for Dreamfire.
Damn.
Their
Oh my
scenario
god.
here
That's
from
bad.
Buriram.
That's
Lalaban
bad for
does
us.
manage to get away, and he's got the crypto drone to grab the banners.
He just
as well,
absolutely
so
cooked their
potential for
fucking
them to
cheeks
get
there.
back into it. Dreamfire.
Flash
felt
popped
like they
off
had a
so
chance
hard.
To, you know, work it back the other way again, but for once, as you said, Dewa, too good for them in game 6. Dreamfire don't get that prime position in the
They
circle.
didn't knock out Dreamfire though, so that's still
All of their
fine.
members alive. Dewa at this point have 9 kills, 3 red armors, and one of the best positions in the zone. They are looking
Fuck.
to take that 3rd spot. Who knows? Maybe there's enough kills in it to really get them over the line and go for 2nd. But
Pricey?
is still in this.
Pricey just knocked out a squad there. Huge.
Yeah, I don't want to count them out. Only the 1 kill though, so in terms of points gained so far, and to Dewa, obviously it's just not even comparable, but
Fuck. Dewa is just cooking.
Dewa really just racking up the kills early on. They've got 10 now. Just the 1 to Moist Esports, so if there was some kind of live
No,
standings,
Moist
we're talking
Esports
about
has
single
2.
digits now, Gino. So it's only like 6 or 7 points between the 2 of them, still with 12 spots left. So if Moist do go out, if Dewa can continue this rampage, they will put themselves in a position to get that 2nd place. There's more kills for Dewa United. They go to 12 kills now. Already.
Somebody
So
fucking
that's
stop them,
still
please. Jesus.
triple red as well, so it's not like they're wounded.
What the fuck?
They're in a fantastic position to finish strong, and they've got the entire eastern side of the circle. No one pushing in behind them.
They are definitely the story here in game 6. Teams really
Waltzy, another kill?
do anything
Oh, he just took out
They
Dreamfire.
found themselves. They found their confidence. You can see Mexus, player that we talked about, really turning 505's fortunes around in the last 2 weeks. He's trying to do it alone here. He's just above Ant. Obviously don't know he's there. Kentung needs to get that heartbeat sensor out. Have they... Oh, yeah, okay. They haven't spotted exactly where he is, but you can see they obviously know there's someone in the direction. Unfortunately, they've set the Crypto to look for him instead of the Seer. So they won't get that exact positioning to find the rat behind them. Further down, you got Primus Commander. They're about to come up against Stinky B. We've got 2 Valcolts coming in here, both Ath and 20th guaranteed, taking to the skies to try and find a spot in Zone 5.
Yeah, and Mexus has opened up onto Jaylun.
We need someone to stop Daewon, like,
right
now.
behind him. He could have touched him.
But they're in a really good
Down
position.
to that elimination. Ant will respond. Stinky B eliminated. 9 squads remaining. Shots from Zabby. For Ath, who have been a little bit quiet today. Southern side of this circle is where it's really heating up. PK, who's 2? Only 1 left. At the moment, he's still up. Shots able to go out, though, at the very least, not to be able to find much, but 20th guaranteed are gone. They are eliminated. Trent getting a couple too.
God, another one for Daewon. Fuck.
Onto the cliff. Frag goes out. Daewon United. They'll continue their rampage. They'll continue to just get these kills in their favor. Still on 12, but they might go to 15 if they get a couple more.
MT got one.
Knockdown. Truth at their mercy.
Daewon going up against Truth. The rat was found by Moist Esports.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Somehow,
Let's go, Moist.
Ath, the only ones to successfully make that rotation, have
Come on,
gone
Moist.
up against a Phoenix rising from the ashes. Buriram have 3 back in the game, but maybe not.
Wait,
for long,
Buriram's back?
as
I thought they got
Daewon
knocked out.
Full send this against Truth Esports.
MT
Are
got
going
one.
to pick up yet another scalp, another team to fall under their boot. They do. This final.
Come on, Moist. Let's go,
game is
baby.
going to be decided
Let's go, baby.
and Daewon and Moist. The fact that Moist are in this with the top 3 means they're almost certainly going to cement their 2nd position. So Daewon now
Holy
need
fuck.
to ensure that they have enough points to come over Buriram. But
How many kills does Moist have right now?
somehow Buriram
I think we have 5. No, it's not enough to take first if we win, but that's still guaranteeing 2nd is all we
Not
need.
enough though, and well and truly Daewon are 100% in 3rd right now. There's no question with that. The question is though, will they be able to leapfrog Moist Esports, who have just done enough this game, right? It's not a flashy game. They've only got the 6 kills, but they're into the top 3.
Oh, they have 6
They've
kills,
gotten
okay.
Points
Even
that have
better.
made it difficult for Daewon, even though Daewon have been able to go and collect a massive amount. I think they got 15 kills or so at the moment.
Damn,
Like,
Ant's gonna go for the
that
3rd
might
party.
not end up being enough because the gap was so big between them, and the fact that Moist is still alive, they got a couple themselves, just at least got their point tally ticking over just enough that it means that Daewon United might just fall short here. If they were to get 2nd, they probably need to wipe.
Come on, Moist. Come on, Moist. Let's go, boys.
Get rid of Moist now.
Come on, boys.
Yep, if they get rid of them first, that will be a 3-point differential. Actually, maybe a 2-point differential between Moist getting
Is Ant pushing Daewon right now?
They do want them to go out first. It's a bit hard to know. You remember, we do have anonymous mode, of course, on in these ALGS matches. They can't.
Nice,
be
good
sure.
shots, good shots.
They does look like they're looking in the right direction. Moist taking a bit of damage here. Daewon feeling themselves.
Oh no, that's so bad for us.
Sports.
We're caught in
Ulting
between.
cells,
We're caught in
just trying to make
between.
sure they've got a pylon ready if
Damn.
one gets
Ant's gonna
destroyed by
3rd party.
Crypto EMP, of course. G-Lun's still in the lobby. They do have that EMP available. Holiday's got the creeping barrage.
Ah, fuck. Come on, boys. Stand strong. A crazy stand here. A crazy stand. Let's go, boys.
Kind of letting this play out, and as soon as something happens, I bet you there's going to be some visual clutter on the screen, Xenos.
Yeah. A lot of it comes down to what does Ant do from here. Do they just wait for the full-blown fight between Daewon and Moist before they push down, try and 3rd party last second? If they leave it too late and Daewon wipe Moist quickly,
Come on,
then
Moist. Come on,
it's gonna be
Moist.
a pretty clean 3v3. That's not what you want. Kasansa's going to be completely cracked and then knocked as well at the same time.
Okay, MT.
Shots
MT
involved from
down
Ant.
one.
They're getting involved. They don't care who they're shooting at, Gino. They'll just take anyone they can. Right now, that's in their sightlines. Craxy, cracked, low. with Waltz
good shots,
trying
good
to fight
shots.
back, but Empty gets knocked down by Bastion. So it is Moist that are probably feeling the pinch. Just that little bit as Ant starts to make their way down the hill, putting pressure on today. We're United. Bastion's low, so is Easy Flash. They're all cracked, all three of them, all low. And he's
Come on, come on. Hang strong, Waltzy. Hang strong,
They don't
Waltzy.
have time to do it. Still 3 squads alive somehow. It's been a messy fight between Moist and Dewa. Who will come out on top? Moist do go down
Damn.
in third, and then Dewa try and turn this around. I think it's a 2v1 right now.
All right,
and
Ant won, so that's
as
good
we
for us.
mentioned,
That's good
we're
for us.
Probably just too far ahead
As
at that
as
point.
long as Dewa
Now,
didn't win,
they're
I
gonna
think
take
that should be
out
okay.
the final
It's gonna be close,
game.
though. It's gonna be
Moist
so
and Dewa,
fucking
they've
close.
already had a good day.
It's gonna be a fucking tight ass greaser.
Good for Ant as well. I mean, they were obviously
We held second.
a team
We
that
held
had
second.
a whole lot of success today.
Fuck me, that was close though. Dewa got third. We beat them by 3 points.
We saw them have a couple of good
We
fights
held.
against the ADL.
It
matches 5 and
updated.
6, and they won both of
We
them,
got
so
second.
that was some good signs for them. But I think it was like 19 points they had. coming into
Jesus.
This game 13th overall. So to go out and win this game, get a couple of kills, that'll shoot them right into the top 10.
Thanks for
and
resub,
finish
Hayes.
strong for them. But obviously, what we're sort of all waiting to see is have they were done enough. So 17 kills to the 6
Oh,
kills
wow.
of Moist. They do get second over third. I don't think it's going to be enough, Judo. So I think Moist will be able to hold on to that second.
That was a
place,
close
but they were
one.
United well and surely into third. Burram
was a
only
Prime
had 4
Sierra.
kills, 4th place, and the
The
gap
Prime Cyber.
that was there was only 8 points going into the game. So that's been well and truly made up by Dewa United. So really strong finish though, and they went for it. I tell you what, they would have got very close, I imagine, to second.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something around the 3-point mark that they're going to fall short.
He's right.
of.
They fell short by
But
3
look,
points.
let's leave
What
it
a
open
game
now to
from
see that when
Dewa.
the scoreboard
Holy
comes
shit.
in, Xenox can get that final confirmation to see if Caster Math is anything to, is worth anything really. And the Turbo Havoc there coming out from Pete was good to see.
Okay.
Dewa, they had
Holding
great
second,
position here.
that's just fine.
Best side
We
of
take
this
that. We
region.
take that.
And they really just bled it for all it's worth. You know, the 17 kills, just playing almost every stage of that match.
Yeah, if Dewa won that, they would have
Until
taken
they got
second
that
from us.
last, engagement
So,
there where
that was
unfortunately
very
Ant
lucky
was
that
a little too
Ant
far away and
clutched.
a little too high up the hill for them to pressure.
We just kind of got sandwiched in between Dewa and Ant, which was
I think
just
everything
unlucky for
before
us.
that, really, you have to say, hats off to Dewa for an awesome way to finish out their first series of today.
I think that was really just a trend throughout this entire lobby today, Juno, was teams being able to go and get those big kill performances. Obviously, when we say teams, the large majority of those games came from Dreamfire.
What did they get for second?
216 kill
So,
performances.
I still don't
Dewa
really
had a
know how
17
this
kill
works.
performance. Moist
So this
had,
is
I
all to
believe, 13
qualify
kill
for the
performance.
LAN
So
major.
when we kind of look at
I don't know what the
6
prize
games,
money is for this. I don't even know if there
sample
is
size that
any.
we had,
But it's all to
I would
qualify
say
for the
like
ALGS
definitely
LAN
either
major.
5 out of 6 or almost 6 out of 6 had some big performances from one of the teams going out and just completely wiping the lobby and getting kills. And obviously for Dewa United, getting 17 kills was the most amount of kills that we saw from a team today. To leave it to the last match, you know, it doesn't get them a massive leapfrog. They go from 4th probably to 3rd, but still.
No, this is from last
I
game.
think
They're
it
in
makes
second
them
overall. This is just
could be a
last
big
game.
difference maker when it's all said and done. In terms of the league standings, that might be the difference between 4th and 5th.
Yeah, you never know. That's definitely a question for the end of the
Looking at the
series,
ALGS,
but,
looking at the ALGS
really
site,
keen to
it
get
looks
a
like
look
8
at
teams
these
from this
scores
region.
to see
Yeah.
how the teams
That's what chat
have
was saying.
ended up here in our first series for today with groups B versus C. As we've mentioned, it's almost certainly going to be Dreamfire taking it out. You know, they did take it a little bit easy in that final game there. How many kills did they pick up? 4 kills.
Only 4.
Okay.
Only 4.
Okay, yeah. Just a quick chill little squad wipe there for Dreamfire in the final day. It was a hard pace to keep up.
Oh no, it's 5 teams from this region?
And I think with that, they're not going to overcome the chicken sandwich record of 96 points coming into today. So
No.
look a little bit sad, but certainly a day to remember.
Okay, that's
And their
scary.
pace through the first
That's
4
fucking
matches
scary.
was quite paramount, but obviously the last 2 did drop off ever so slightly. In fairness, they didn't really have as much to sort of fight for, I guess, and in some ways, I think it's fine to just take the foot off the pedal. a little bit when
Man,
you've got
wait,
such a
what the
massive
fuck?
lead.
Waltzy went so
In
hard.
fairness, they could've
18
technically
kills.
been overtaken had Moist Esports gone and got
Damn, he went hard.
Kill
Good
win, sure,
shit.
but even then, they still picked up 4 4 kills from the game. Anyway, as it was, 88 points for Dreamfire. Moist. Well, Genome cast them out.
The only one that got
From
more
you,
kills than
3
Waltzy
points
was
the
Dreamfire's
difference between
Rowie.
Daywa United
Rowie got
and Moist
25.
in the end. A massive performance from Daywa. Obviously, they were 4th going into that last game. They do manage to leapfrog Buriram United by an extra 9 points as well on top of that, but quite evidently a top 4 logjam in the
He's
end.
number 1 pred now. Yes. I don't know if he is anymore. He grinded to number 1 pred, but then I think he just said that's good enough, and then just focused more on like scrimming and getting ready for the big games.
Towards the sort of bottom half of that top 10, just with how the points play out, I guess.
But yeah, he was.
But Dreamfire, well,
thanks for Prime Dutchy.
Moist honestly did well to even get within striking distance of Dreamfire, frankly, with a 72. I gotta say, the weird thing, Xenox, is like after today's performance, I still feel like Moist has more to show us. I almost feel disappointed in them getting a second. And honestly, if I feel like that, they are their own harshest critics.
Thanks,
They're
Yusuf
gonna feel
R2.
like that as well. They're gonna feel like they know they have a lot of room to improve and that they can be better than what we saw here today.
20th guaranteed is 20th. I know. Actually, fucking cute.
If
Yeah.
probably going to do a breakdown of the 2 maps, World's Edge is clearly where it let them.
Lazy tier 1.
Storm Point, they
Draconic.
were Storm Point, they were basically on pace with Dreamfire, like all things considered. I mean, I don't have the hard math in front of me, but it might have either matched them or even bettered them. But World's Edge is clearly where, when we concluded those first 3 matches, they were not even in the top.
I'm gonna
3,
toss
top
them
4
a message in the
conversation.
group chat.
We had they were United and T4 were 3rd and 4th, and obviously Buriram as well. So they weren't even in the top 4 going into Storm Point. Then they finished 2nd by quite some way. Really speaks volumes to their turnaround on Storm Point. Now, whether that's map related or it's just clearly like, okay, they just turned it around and kind of got better as the day went on. Maybe it had nothing to do with the map. We don't know exactly, but clearly they did flick a switch of some kind and started to play.
It's 40 more minutes till the next 6. I
I
know, man, but that is so late.
4th coming into today.
They're literally starting at
It's not only
3:30 my
maintained
time
in that top 4 position, that
for the
lane
next
position.
6.
It's a matter of now where that will be. Will that be 2nd place after it's all said and done? You've got to remember now, Gina, we've played through this lobby. B and C.
It's so
have
late, I
played
feel
each
bad
other.
for
That
them.
means
No, they're in
they
Australia. Like,
all
this is
played
normal,
separate
like,
again,
afternoon
so
time
that's
for
gonna
them.
be fascinating
Like, that's
to see.
good for, like, that's a
Everyone's
good
kind of
time.
sitting.
It's just,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
me, watching is
You'll
bad.
have
It's
a
so
look at
fucking
those,
late for
split
me.
standings as they are at this moment. It will be finally a comparative look at everyone that's played the same amount of games. So, yeah, keen to see how that's shaping up after today, where we've got Dreamfire picking up that 25, which is pretty damn good for them.
Actually, it's
They
more like
were
30.
in 10th place at
So
the
they're
start
starting
today,
at
had
3
better
a.m.?
than
Fuck, that is so
I think
goddamn
16
late.
points they picked up at some point. So, all right, it's gonna be a tighter race after that, I would say, especially with Daywa and Buriram getting higher up in the rankings as well, because they were both also 2 teams who had played only 3 games, just like Dreamfire, and also had a high placing. So that's 3 teams that are pushing up past the likes of, say, Free Agents, Northside Esports, and MTY White.
I'm debating. I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean that's obviously what we're going to be kind of looking at. I think with
I really
Moist.
want to watch. It's just
They
so
won, as I
fucking
said,
late.
I
I
think
can't believe they're doing
it's
6
like
back-to-back
75 or so,
games.
so that will put them above X. So that will
Well,
put them
12
above
back-to-back
the
games.
boogie borders as well.
6
Not enough
twice.
to catch sort of chicken sandwich, which I don't know if anyone's really going to catch to at this point. With technically day 5 to go, and obviously for them they're actually going to make their way into the games after a bit of a break. They'll come in and see if they can get some more points as well today. So. But what it does mean is when we look at Moist, when we look at Daywa, when we look at Buriram, for those 3 in particular, and then technically Dreamfire's 4th, right? Like those 4 were 1 behind top 3 in terms of games played. So now they've got those extra points. But Dreamfire brings them back into the conversation. But the unfortunate part for me, Genome, is the conversation they're now in is kind of where Moist was coming into today. So it still kind of feels like they're a whole day behind. They still need something significant if they are to finish top 4.
Yeah, you're right. I think this is giving us a...
Okay, so here I've got like the full standing. Oh, are they about to pull it up? Oh, yeah, they just pulled it up.
All teams have played twice. Right? They've all played. No, sorry, 4 times. Every team has now played in.
So we
4
need to
different
hold
quarters.
top 4.
The result: chicken sandwich on top, Moist behind them, not too far, only 12 points. And then Dewa and Boogie Board is tied in 3rd and 4th spot. So if we were being generous, I guess, and saying that, you know, one of the top 5, let's say, as they stand, takes out the match point day Xenox, which is no guarantee whatsoever. You know,
We just need
it's
to
a very
hold
strong
top 4.
5, and
Fuck,
you'd
that's a
almost feel
lot,
little
though.
bit sorry for both Dreamfire and Buriram, who are sitting outside there in 6th and 7th. The other thing that is important to note about this is that, again, if this was how it was shaking out at the end of day 5 Xenox, we'd be saying goodbye to everyone from Adal Wolves downward. So all of those teams don't get to play in the regional finals.
Yeah, and you kind of look at maybe some of the gaps there in terms of points, and I tell you what,
Thanks to
you
Prime
look at
Floyd.
Free Agents in 18 for me, 38 points. From there, RTL and Manuel are the only 2 that are like really close to those teams that are on the verge of elimination, right? So there's not much room. There's not a whole
Thanks,
lot
Risa
of breathing
Bean.
room. If you're at Adele Wolves, if you're at, oh my god, SRY, Golden Sage, good riddance. Any of those teams, there's not like there's a whole heap of teams just on the bubble that you can sort of leapfrog over. So there's only really about 2 as of right now. But you know, bringing you back,
Fuck,
obviously,
god
to
damn
top
it.
end, that's really where it matters. Ram, Dreamfire, they're the ones, in my eyes, with a little bit more work to do. It's doable. Like that's the thing. It's within their grasp. Probably in some ways need some things to go, you know, for them. In that sense, they probably need the teams that are above them to have a bad lobby, probably get not a whole lot from it.
I am in such an
Otherwise,
intense
they're
debate
still in the
right now.
race.
I
They're still
cannot
in with a
decide.
fighter's chance. They just need to really start throwing some haymakers and hope that they land. We're going to go to about a 20-minute break, of course, before we get our next lobby underway to close out for today, for day number 4. It is going to be A versus B. So we do say goodbye to the likes of Dreamfire and Ram, but we've got some big names coming in from Group A. So 20-minute break or so, and then the games will get back underway.
Only 20 minutes. It's 6 more games. So that's at least 2 more hours. It would be fucking 5 a.m. I can't believe we have to go back to back. I hope that ends up being a good thing for us, because we were playing very hot. Like, we were really, like, starting to cook some cheeks out there. So hopefully we just continue to ramp up. So this actually might be better for us overall, so we don't get, like, cold. We just keep going and riding the momentum, hopefully. I've got some time to decide. It's just gonna be so late. No, I'm not playing Bindi while I think about it. God, this would have been so convenient if it wasn't at this time. Literally any other time. It's gonna be later than 5 o'clock now that I think about it, because I forgot my stream crashed. It will literally be, let's see, this started at 11 my time, and we just wrapped up. So it's gonna be over 3 hours. Like, it'll be 6 a.m. It'll literally be 6 a.m. And then at that point I won't be able to sleep, it'll be too late. I just don't think I can do it. And I won't have any energy to really be cheering them on. I won't be able to give them like full good vibes. I'm thinking we just call it. Thanks, the resub seed. Fuck! This is so difficult. It's not that I won't be able to stay awake. I can absolutely stay awake. It's just I'm not... Like, the energy is obviously going to have a drastic drop starting at, like, 3:30 a.m. And I don't know. I don't think that's helpful to the squad. That I'm not transmitting the good vibes. And then I'll be up till 6 and I won't be able to sleep, so tomorrow will be totally fucked. Yeah, maybe I'll watch the first match, and then I'll raid into the stream so you guys can finish watching it. If anyone's in like a time zone that's not East Coast, I think that might be the play. Thank you for blessing us by doing literally nothing. Apex is a team sport. I am actually there competing with them. You've lost your fucking mind. Oh, I recognize your name. You're that guy that only whines. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're staying up till 3 a.m. to continue whining forever.
Been a long time.
I remember you from like 2 days ago.
Now they get that opportunity.
Good to see a Clerm.
In their own little bubbles, they probably think that they're the best. Now they can prove it.
Welcome everybody to the caster's desk for the very first time. It has been a long time coming. I'm Fallout, joined alongside Vicky Kitty.
Waltzy to try and clutch it out 1-on-2, and I dare say that's going to be a difficult task with Azazel having purple armor. Fog's obviously getting time now to just reset.
Is there another moist match in a bit? Yeah, we have 6 more games.
Just play around it. He's now been able to put it into the 1-on-1. Maybe a big clutch for the team from APAC South. Waltzy still has the armor to play with. Pit's flesh. Was that on the down player? Was that on the player that he's fighting? I'm not too sure. Some cracks going through. Waltzy now has the advantage and clutches it out for Sutaraiku.
Run into it, do they try and Valcolt? Do they use the crypto spam to run distraction in the meantime? Look how far they go, that dome is deep, and they've got plenty of opportunity, looking to find some more. Spitfire.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the first game, but then I'm just gonna raid into the mainstream. Like, there's just no way. I can't stay up till 6. I'll lose all of tomorrow for that.
This is the best opportunity for them to do so. Full armor, full HP, and a massive chance to convert, to find victory. They take out Onyx. It's only Yuki left, and he cannot stand in their way. APAC South, welcome to the ALGS playoffs.
They're gonna get shot in the back.
Yeah. They're right here, right here, right here. Try and put pressure on them. Try, yeah, good nade, good nade, good nade. Good nade.
I think he's gonna some stone.
They're gonna EMP
now.
Okay, while they're still on break, I'm gonna go take this opportunity to tinkle and fill up my water. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, this is so much better, dude. Let's go.
Can Burger somehow do this in a 2v3v3?
They lose out on MT here from Team Burgers, having to play as a duo. GMT has a lot of their attention split up as Team Knight now moving on GMT 6.
One more. Try and get second.
Let's go! Let's go, boy!
The best team in APAC South for a reason. They've been so dominant, and even with a sub JMW from the UK, they are here to play.
I'm messing him.
Stick it.
Popping. He's gonna go.
Yeah, they're going to hang out behind the rock here. They got the mobile respawn beacon to play off. The Gaming is engaging with Luminosity. Reignite to go in for the third party and take this entire victory.
LG is out. After Gaming skill gates goes out as well. Zero's gonna do it. Wide left flank, and then just like that,
Let's go!
Put some respect in APAC South's name. Holy shit. The region that was made fun of the most. The region that was talked about saying they're the worst by far with the least experience. Taking home the land and taking home $250,000, Greek. We just witnessed history. History.
Thanks to the 5 gift subs, Dinero, and the gift sub meanie. And the resub Nikki. Oh. Thanks to the bits hybrid. Thanks to the prime shooter. Oh, fuck. I'm actually already getting tired. There is no shot I can be able to do all games till 6 a.m. I'm definitely going to watch this first one. But yeah, there's no way. It's starting too late for the second batch. Do some hot sauce shots. I actually went out like Black Friday shopping today just to pick up a few things. I didn't realize Walmart sold hot sauce challenge packs. Hot sauce has become so fucking mainstream, it's crazy to me. They had an entire shelf of hot sauce challenge boxes. Shit's crazy. Yeah, they do. They even have a Rick and Morty themed one. The artwork on it actually looks very cool. Did they have the Billy Mitchell hot sauce? No, they did not. What brand of hot sauce is best in your opinion? Oh, I fucking hate hot sauce. I can't handle spicy. I actually can't handle it at all. Soy? I know, man. I legitimately cannot handle spicy. I don't know what it is, man. Like, it just doesn't taste good. It, like, the pain is actually a lot for me. Like, I fucking hate it. This was such a good dub from us. This was a 13 kill dub. How's Moist doing overall? We just got second in the last series. So if we can get second in this series, I think we're locked. We need EXO to do poorly here, and I think if we can secure at least second here, we're good. We're locked for Major. Ideally, we win this next series, but I don't think it's required. We need EXO to do poorly, though, for sure. Thanks to Prime Lel. Did you see TSM partner with who? Oh, did you see Team Liquid partner with Honda? Time for Moist to collab with Ford. Yeah, I'm sure they'd want to be part of Moist. Associated, rather. There was, unironically, there was a brief 24 hours where Jaguar was remotely interested in Moist. And then they did like 2 more seconds of thinking and immediately decided it's probably not a good idea. Thanks for resub, mister. Thanks for resub, Devin. That would have been nutty. Oh, that would have been so fucking crazy. But yeah, they decided it wasn't a great fit for a luxury car brand. Thanks to resub soon. How many teams does Moist Esports have? We're in Brawlhalla, Smash Ultimate, Smash Melee, Guilty Gear, Splitgate, Rocket League, and Apex. So 7.
Dark Zero is going to be your champions of the Apex Legends Global Series.
Well, it was all about Dreamfire from Group B versus C. They took all 25
Thanks, Resub Block.
In the end, Gino, they were the stars of the show, but of course we say goodbye to them now as we switch on over to A versus B. Things are going to change up a little bit. No more Dreamfire, no more Buram. We do still keep, though, some big heavy hitters, though. Moist Esports, They Were United. And realistically, when we look at probably both of those two, they just got better as the day went on. So I wonder if that's going to translate here into this second.
I certainly hope it does for us.
Yeah, because of course a couple of
the boys were playing so fucking hot.
To be playing here in the second series of the day, Xenox. Day was still in, but they've got some hard competition. They're coming up against Chicken Sandwich, against EXO are joining us, and Boogie Borders 3.
We need EXO to do terribly.
Boogie
Borders doing awful is also a great bonus, but EXO, we need to do bad.
Second place there with 59 points.
Ideally, EXO and Boogie Borders suck a fat ass.
Like, yeah, second place just isn't good enough, or it isn't what we expect of them or something. And I guess that's nothing else than us having amazingly high expectations for this elite group of gamers.
In the end, now that we've all sort of evened things up, and it'll be basically the last time until we get to that very last game for the split. 87 points for Chicken Sandwich, 75 for Moist Esports, and then Daywa and Boogie Borders both tied on 70, EXO on 65 points, just on the outskirts of it, Genome. So I think them coming in, especially as Group A make their way in, they've got to have their sights set on having another big game. Of course, they closed off day 3 with all 25 points as we look at the schedule for the year and sort of what these teams are vying and fighting for.
Yep, so obviously we want them to be getting overseas, and the top 5 will be doing that, as you can see. Whoever ends up the winners of our match, our regional finals in week 6, as well as the next 4 most highly placed teams of the season overall, That's the top 5 that will be making their way overseas. As you can see there, the 2 stars denoting that this is a playoffs. It's a LAN, and they will be competing in person against teams from our other 4 regions.
What place did we get? We got second.
ALGS World, APAC North America.
And we were really like popping off. So I'm hoping we continue that momentum here.
Prove themselves. Well, look, if you're a bottom 10 team, you might only have 1.5 days left to prove yourselves, right? Because we're in day 4 right now, and then we've got one more day of play in day 5 until we get the top 20. And that's exciting, because in the last year of ALGS...
Moist Esports Siege. I was actually watching Pro Siege not long ago. I still really like it. I don't know. I'm not super sold on the pro scene in the current state right now. But maybe. I really like the game. I've always liked the game.
Against each other in that exciting finale to the season.
Yeah, gives us almost sort of the perfect conclusion, I guess, if you will, for the split. So I can't wait to see sort of how that's going to play out. Of course, still a lot of water to go under the bridge, though, all things considered. When we kind of look at that schedule and you kind of look at that graphic, you know, it looks like, oh, there's only 2 days to go or whatever. But, like, you know, in theory, we've still got actually quite a lot of lobbies to go through, right? We've still got a lot of these group matchups to go through, of course. To close out for today, we've already played 6 matches, but we've still got 6 more to go. A versus B coming up very shortly, so a chance for those obviously in B to kind of maybe continue finding that form that they found in the first lobby, or maybe rectifying it if they did struggle in B versus C. Maybe they get the opportunity here against A, but obviously as kind of already been shown.
Surprised Moist Esports CSGO isn't a team yet? Why, it's super expensive and NA's a rough region right now.
Leading the way. Did obviously have that extra.
Not that we have to be in A.
Play technically coming into today. They had
but CSGO is where we really would like to go next. Is our next big one.
Even still, regarding
it's just there's a lot of moving parts to a CSGO team.
For Chicken Sandwich and Boogie.
Thanks to Tier 1 auto.
And in 5th, so 3 of the top 5 still from A. Really does sort of signify how strong this group is.
Yep. And yeah, with them joining group
just sponsor
B,
Simple. Imagine.
The other,
just imagine. Simple's like, yeah, you know what? I want to join Moist Esports and build a fucking dynasty.
And then I guess
super open to it.
If
you're watching, Simple.
Is because Boogie Borders, came in. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it was through the open qualifiers for them. Can I find them in time? Yeah, preseason qualifier number 3. That's the one they put their name in. All right, well, let's, we've been talking about them. Why don't we have a look at the groups that we're actually seeing here in this ABV matchup?
Okay, ideally, Boogie Borders and Dinwa absolutely eat fat shit here. That would be ideal circumstances for us. Chicken Sandwich doing terribly as well, it would just be another benefit. Not required.
Whatever you want to say, Xenox.
Or not Dinwa, sorry. Exo. Sorry, Dinwa's on the mind from the last series. Exo and Boogie Borders doing terribly is what we need.
One thing I want to kind of look at is, I guess, the last time we saw A versus B, because this is going to be the 3rd time that these 2 groups have played each other, and in both times Chicken Sandwich has actually taken top spot in the A versus B matchups, 25 points each, and it's pretty much largely the same teams that have generally done well. It's actually not really too much of a surprise in Moist, Dewa, Boogie Borders, EXO, all generally collecting some points. The big one probably is more so the likes of, say, MDY White, who have picked up the majority of their points from this A versus B matchup.
They want 3rd overall. Yeah, but they're tied.
Actually, A versus C matchups that they've played, they've gotten just that tiny little bit less.
But yeah, I mean, Dewa doing awful here would also be super helpful for us too, for sure.
Being able to replicate that.
Any team around us doing poorly is great.
Played out already the first 2 times these groups have played.
Right now we're 2nd overall, so we need everyone around us to do shitty, super shitty.
For the 3rd time in a row, we'll see.
Yeah, and we're going
to resub Matt.
Beacon now, Xenox, and have a look. There have been some rotations here in where the teams are playing. There's been a couple of switcheroos for we're in A, V, B, of course. 2 MK, 1 Pad team up, as we've been calling them. They've actually switched over with Emmanuel. So they were previously landing in Thermal Station. And if anyone's been keeping up to date with where the rings have been pulling just in general in ALGS, there hasn't been a single thermal pull so far in Split.
In any
in Kona. So I don't know if that's why, you know, MDY, sorry, what,
And
Team Up have gone
Bamster
over
and
to
Solid.
Big Mord there. But either way, you know,
Yeah, I love
someone's done some
Bioshock.
testing and decided that they want one of those spots over the other. Maybe they want the extra weapons from there. That probably helps Team Up's playstyle. But look, if you're a rotating team, you certainly don't want to be in Thermal Station because you are getting absolutely no freebies right now.
Well, in fairness, the games we had today, we had 2 over towards Harvesters. So I guess from POI to POI, they're not too far away from each other, right? So
yeah,
Harvester finish at least you don't sort of have too much of a rotation. You can probably get there relatively early at the very least. But I generally think when we come to World's Edge, how many times do we see sort of Fragment, Epicenter? We obviously saw the Survey Camp game that we had earlier today. That sort of northeastern side generally to me. I mean, I don't have the numbers.
Do people still play Valorant? Yeah, of course they do.
It does tend to sort of pull.
The franchising killed a lot of hype around it, but it's still very popular.
Look at the likes
In the pro scene, I imagine, is what you're talking about.
Kind of probably the more prominent POIs, but as we sort of near closer to sort of starting off this group,
U-game.
I guess maybe some of the things that we'd be, I guess, looking out for would be, can EXO get back into the top 4? That's probably one storyline. Of course, they were in the top 4 to start today. They've been knocked out of it. Now that it's all fair and square, they're 5 points behind Boogie Borders Dewa. The very least for them, those 2 are actually in this lobby, right? So, like, obviously, they're playing at the same time as Boogie Borders and Dewa. If they can go and have a really good game, those 2 struggle a little bit in these matches, there's a chance they can get back into the top 4. It is presented for them.
Yeah, you got to remember that you know, this is exactly how Apex comp works. If anyone's, you know, a little bit unsure, they're jumping in. They're like, hey, you know, I play my
6
rank
more.
games. I just try and win
Let's
as many
fucking
kills
pop
as I
off,
can, and
baby.
it spits out a number at the end. Competitive Apex is a little different to that. So you get points based on where you place, and then you just get a single point for every kill you add to your total above that. So like we saw, you know, some of those massive games that came out of Dreamfire, they came first and grabbed 12 kills. So that means they'll get 12 placement points there, an additional 16 kill points, and will walk away with 28 points for that one game. And then at the end of the 6 games, you tally up all those points and see where the teams end up. And then, you know, the split standings, a little bit different. We can gloss over that for the moment, but all you need to know is, you know, higher is better, obviously, and the top 5 is really...
Will you be watching only Team Moist point of view? I wish. There's no command center for this yet.
Are making their way.
For the major, I think
They're
there
in
is,
fifth
though.
spot right now, right? So that means that they're not guaranteed to get overseas, but if Boogie Borders,
Thanks to the
Dewa,
bits,
Moist,
Otto.
or Chicken Sandwich were the one of the teams to win that
I don't know about
point
that,
regional
Otto.
finals, that would mean that EXO do go across in 5th spot.
Yeah.
So it's still a very solid spot to be playing from.
Well, it's interesting because I was sort of just touching on ExoClan and the teams directly above them, Boogie Borders Dewa. Yeah, they are in this lobby, but then so is Moist and Chicken Sandwich. The entire top 5 currently, Genome, is in this AVB lobby. I think that speaks volumes to hopefully the quality that we're going to get in these 6 matches.
Let's go, Moist. Come on, baby.
Who's going to finish where? Because it's still before you got all of
Thanks to the resub,
still
Punk.
to play, plus the final.
I knew this wasn't going to start at 3. I fucking knew it. God damn it.
Right now, you've got the
I
top
should have trusted
5.
my gut. I said it would
Everyone's
likely
on
be
equal footing
3:30.
after
It's
4
going to be
matches.
3:30. I
This
fucking
could
called
really
it.
set the tone.
God damn
If
it.
you finish well and you do well here, you get 25, maybe even 21 points, and those directly competing against you have a poor day in these 6 matches. It could be the difference maker for top 4.
Yeah, high stakes, as you say. Very hard to pick up the 25 to 21 points to be at the top of the lobbies because you have so many juggernauts, so many titans of industry here in the APAC South region. Yeah, chicken sandwich, Moist.
Is it possible to beat Chicken Sandwich still?
That's the
Yeah.
top 5 Xenox,
If they really fall off.
that means these end circles, I think, especially.
Like, we're only 12 points behind them.
Fun to watch.
So if Chicken Sandwich doesn't
It's
do
kind
well
of
in this
interesting,
whole
obviously,
series,
the
then yeah, we could
next
absolutely
2
take
that are
first.
Not in that top 5, obviously, both in C, Dreamfire, Bureau Ram. So they'll be sitting on watching and seeing how it's all going to play out. They're still well and truly in contention for top 4. But I think you said it best, right? At the end of the
Does
day,
anyone
not
on
everyone
Moist
can get
stream?
21
Yeah, Waltzy
points.
does.
Not everyone can get 21 points either.
I think MT does
This is where if
occasionally.
you're ExoClan,
Pricey
you don't
has it
get
in
those
like a
25
year.
Points, odds are one of the top 4 has not gone and got 21 points, for example, right? So it does open up that pathway if they can play it into their own hands. Let's get underway though. 6 matches to be played, A versus B. We head over to World's Edge for our first match of
They were
this
Team
lobby.
Burger beforehand, right? Yeah, they were. They used to have Jaro, but they recently made the decision to switch to Pricey. But yeah, it is former Team Burger.
Now, as we trail in here, Xenox, the eagle-eyed among our viewers may notice that we've got only 19 squads currently in the lobby. So that means Stinky B, who played out the first series of the day as a duo.
All right, let's go, Moist.
Given up completely for the day, but we certainly don't see here to start with. And that means, you know, there was some talk about whether they would go back to their sort of ancestral home, we'd call it, of the Dome, or perhaps they were thinking about contesting launch site with MDY, who are, which has been another spot that they've vied for recently.
Waltzy isn't streaming his point of view.
Either way, that means we're going to see the Geyser.
I think he was just asking if any of the Moist players stream in general, and I was saying Waltzy streams most.
Seems to be landing as expected. You've got, oh, actually, maybe not, because we do have Dugu Play landing at Epicenter, and then you've got Dewa having to land at Survey Camp, which, you know, by itself, not the most amazing POI, and certainly not befitting a team like
Wait, who just got knocked out?
Perhaps they've been pushed out unexpectedly by by Dugu Play, who don't always announce their intentions, if we're being completely honest.
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to quickly look at...
There's only 19 to begin with? Oh, was there?
Some of the legend
that's weird.
compositions here, obviously, what we saw for B versus C. We saw some intriguing...
I was going to say, what the fuck?
Especially a couple of Bangalores coming out. From what I can already see, it is pretty much going back to the old staple, Valk, Watson, Sia, for the most part. Not exactly like it moved away too much.
Oh, we're fighting free agents right now.
Did lean into a lot of the crypto.
All right, let's go, Moist.
Crypto once again, but it's probably not as prevalent.
Come on, boys.
In all fairness, we do actually have a Bloodhound as well on MDY.
That's fun. Yeah, Bloodhound with the Bangalore, of course. These days, the Wallhacks not quite enough by themselves. If you're going for that, you're probably going to be picking up the Seer. But it's just the ability to spam that scan through the smoke, combined with that Bangalore. CMDY just thinking about picking off someone. They have been picked up. Gonna back off. But yeah, look, there's actually a reasonable amount of cryptos in the lobby. I will say Xenox, but you're right.
Who do you play? No one, lol. He doesn't play. That's so fucked up. I was actually one of the top lifelines for all of Season 1. Legitimately. My lifeline stats are nuts. I think I still have 2,900 kills.
No thermal station this time.
Like 100-something wins on Lifeline.
Over the landslide week.
It's just I haven't been an active player since
to
like the end of Season 1.
Wonder how this one.
What do you mean I bet? God damn it! Just go to one of my Apex VODs from recently, or I hop in occasionally.
2 different, really successful forms in B versus C: Dreamfire, aggression, sweeping edge, clearing out teams, pushing through teams on.
It is crazy that it's been so long since those days that most people don't even remember or believe me. That fucking hurts.
Matches, it was all about position, playing ball placement, playing for endgame. And while it didn't get them second place in the end, they did still have a pretty stable, safe 6 matches. Got them a pretty okay finish, but in the end, Dewa, Moist, what we saw was
Lifeline broken in Season 1. Lifeline was so strong Season 1. Now she's worthless.
The reason
nobody plays her.
Both finished 2nd and 3rd respectively. So the top 3 from B versus C, it was the kills that got them there in the end. And guess what? Dewa continue where they sort of left off, Gino, as they wipe out Hemagod.
That's just bad for us. Dewa already getting wipes.
Between landslide or trying to get a little bit further into their Dewa.
We need Dewa to stop popping off. We need that to stop like ASAP.
Countdown. They're in a good position to get some snipes from there. Okay, finally, let's see some Fuse gameplay. You know, Fuse has been picked quite a few times, but we actually haven't seen him in action very much because SRY have sort of been going down a little bit. You can see here the knuckle clusters. Very effective tool in comp.
Unfortunately for SRY, they have not really been all that effective themselves today. Maybe this is where it changes, especially against Team Malt, who have done all right in a lot of their team fights. Well, they just got cleaned out really.
Yeah, that kind of got fucked up.
Rapidly. And only
they took one out.
Got knocked,
oh no, he didn't. I thought that was a full kill.
We move straight away though to Northside Esport. Falcon's going to be finished off here, along with Big Z. 2 early kills there for Northside.
Yeah, Lahim may be able to make it out. As you can see, Skyward Dive available. Will they go for him? I can tell you they're looting right now. North's up looking to clean up the full squad. It seems they're happy with that. They're actually just going to send Nuku's drone out to try and scout around and see perhaps if they can work out where Lahim made it to. You know, it's not like he's Bloodhound. Don't get the track.
Can we watch your team's perspective? Bro, I fucking wish.
Of that recon character.
I don't have the ability to do that
you
yet.
Can tell how far away he is, depending on, you know, if he's got the...
I need the command center.
He's got the 0 squads in the area or not. So it's 0 squads showing in the area, so he's just outside the range of that. So they might actually think he's just legged it.
Just get an observer slot, yeah.
10 squads remaining already, of course, with no Sticky Pete.
I actually don't even think they'd let me do that, because the ping would be so nasty.
Though, but still, it does
probably bring down the whole fucking lobby's connection.
Teams eliminated. There is that space available early on here in the opening round. A lot of teams hugging the edge, though. I mean, there's not really going to be much committal over towards the center of Landslide. Golden Sage currently occupying that, along with Good Riddance. Outside of that, though, GNM, everyone else playing more so towards the edge of the green circle. I mean, Boogie Borders are somewhat close. They've got the cliff at their back, utilizing the Watson fences as MDY White. We see them for the first time. MDY themselves, the sister team, did okay in our earlier lobby of B versus C.
No, I don't make them stream their perspective. Like I said, I don't want it to be any like added pressure or added stress. I want them to just focus on the tournament play. They don't have to stream their perspective. Eventually, like at the major, I'll be able to do a command center, so I will just be able to follow them. But I can't do that for these.
Series left in it to make up that difference. Show they are indeed worthy of the MDY name.
How do they prevent cheating? Well, with an anti-cheat.
Now, they seem to be expanding.
What do you mean? What kind of cheating do you mean?
Are repping the banner.
Thanks, Reese, Michael.
Still stuck over in Fragment West as the circle shifts away from them. They, of course, aren't playing crypto, which makes it a little bit harder for them to get the scan.
Let's go, Moist.
The beacon only spawns over in Fragment East. They can go up towards the train beacon if they want to, but doesn't look like they've done that this time. Moist Esports. As you said, pointed out last time, Xenox, they seem to struggle a lot more on World's Edge, where the zone pulls tend to be a little bit more unpredictable. And on the back of that...
Thanks, resub, Sean. Oh, fuck.
You know, maybe that's why we were sort of, you know, feeling like they'd had that bad series, because there's one whole entire map they seem to struggle on, despite their impressive performance there on Storm Point. This
Who are we fighting? Who is it? Oh, it's good. Oh, that's Truth Esports.
It'll be, potentially be able to hold out some teams like Emmanuel towards their west, or... Looks like it's going to be a landslide circle, though, which is it's actually a bit of fun.
Yeah, and like I was probably going to touch on Moist there quickly as well, so I'm kind of glad that you did, because I think coming back into World's Edge now, it's a really good opportunity to see, is it the map?
Come on, Moist, let's go, baby.
Get a little bit more information. Maybe they can start to play World's Edge a little bit better off the back of the form that they developed on Storm Point. Maybe they can bring that form over here and, you know, turn sort of a half series into a full series. But, you know, the funny side of it is they still finished second, right? Like, so it's hard to be too upset. I think they still had a very, very good series. Their Storm Point was so impressive that it made up for any maybe shortcomings on World's Edge. This lobby, though, with these Group A teams, I don't know if they could get away with it. And 505, a team that also did very well in Storm Point, struggled on World's Edge earlier this evening. Obviously, Metch is a big part of this team. And MDY maybe just smelling blood in the water here. They go for the push. They'll get the knock through a QQ onto Surprise Z. Fortunately for 505, some of that form that they had built up on Storm Point in the earlier lobby is evading them here to start World's Edge.
AC.
No mic do I use? It's an AT 2020.
Does manage to get away.
Like I said earlier, best performance for the price.
Youngling here.
It's a fantastic USB mic.
He's got the Charge Sentinel actually, so if Yuling peeks this in the at the wrong time, could be a little bit of trouble. Oop, there's the 120. Tries to get the second shot and put him down. Oh, look, that's one way to scare a full squad off, but unfortunately takes a little bit of damage, and now he's going to pull back, and unfortunately for him, SRY is actually on the other side of this, so I don't expect
Who's that?
to survive for very much longer at all. That said, MDY also getting into scrap up here.
Yeah, from one MDY to another one. MDY White getting involved too. They do not.
No, not Daewon, not Daewon. Stand strong over there, boys. Don't let Daewon get these kills.
So far,
Fuck.
fighting, pushing, taking these advantages where they see them. When they've got the information,
God damn it.
they're not necessarily going to play and push without that intel. Once they've got it, they're just so quick to push.
Okay, they were able to
try and clear
disengage.
the rest of MDY White, and you pushed back here at the hands of Daewoo United.
Yeah, well, Daewoo left their spot in the caravan because, unfortunately, I mean, you know, the circle does pull there quite a lot, but this time it's not going to. So they have to shift up their strategy. Makes sense. They'll move down, grab a couple of kills, and I like the quick recognition of the position that they are in this game.
Okay, they only have, I think they have 3 right now.
Play
It's not too
so
bad.
far in this split.
We just can't let them
Been one
get
of the
much
most
more.
impressive,
We just need,
some other
we
teams
can't let
that
Daewoo, Boogie Borders, or EXO do well.
like T4,
That is
5,
crucial.
5, it wasn't always the way in APAC. Anyway.
Whoa, man,
Pricey got one.
Trying to hang on here. They've already lost A-Flow. They've actually won out against GQ. Typically, today it was
Pricey
A-Flow
got
that
one
was
kill
usually
there.
the
I
last
saw
one
that.
alive and salvaging things for Emmanuel, but this time his team able to sort of pay some respect back. Over to Moist Esports though. Obviously a lot of eyes on them after their second place finish earlier today in B versus C. I mean, storming home on Storm Point. Need to have the same success here on World's Edge though. If they can actually be in a good position after 3 matches here, heading into Storm Point, I'll definitely be singing their praises going in there and probably anticipating a good finish for them here in A versus B as well.
Okay, SRY, they just pull straight up into Landslide. Little do they know they have picked pretty much the dead center of the next circle. So, unreal either reading or luck from SRY. And teams that take a little bit longer, Moist, consistently being one of
Yeah, Moist is us.
lately, where they pick
Obviously.
middle position. If you remember in the cut
Thanks, you
just
sub
below
screw.
countdown, they don't have next zone info. They're not playing crypto, and as a result, they're gonna have to wait for this shift, and then they will see that it is going directly on top of Landslide, which means it's gonna be a fun finish for us. It's gonna be a fun
Who's
finish to
your
watch.
favorite player on your
It's gonna be
team?
tough for a
I
couple
love
of
all the
these
boys
teams.
equally.
You have to, you know, pull up against.
I actually haven't
like,
got to talk to Pricey yet.
platform at the moment, Golden State,
He's still new. I actually
on
haven't
a
got
high
to talk to
platform.
him. But he seems like a good boy. Seems like a good man.
Yeah, I want to say like 40% of that green circle is just unplayable. Landslide becomes such a valuable POI. Moving early and playing off of that. Obviously for SRY, they will benefit. Britain's close by along with Golden Sage. Both of those two
Thanks, you
have
give
been
some
in
many.
Landslide basically since round 1. Early on round 1 too. They are benefiting greatly from these circle pulls. And we'll do so once again, but in saying that, I imagine they're going to have a lot of teams pushing on their locations. They need to be ready to
I think
fight
right now
soon.
Moist is trying to finish off free agents there. It's just
Straight
one
away,
guy
as we're
left.
Still closing out the end of round 3, 30 seconds away.
One of the funny things we saw there on the map was you saw MDY pop a Seer ultimate up the top. No one was in range of them. They were just taking massive hits from Daewoo at range with, you know, Kissan's has got the Skull Piercer on his 30-30, just cleaning them up. So it was like, oh yeah, you
This is
know,
the Moist
you
roster
just wait
from
teams
Australia.
pushing
Yeah.
you. That's, you know, a lot of the time when
They
we
are.
see these teams use the Seer ultimate, but it did nothing because they were just taking so much damage from far away. It wasn't even giving them any information.
Heading into round 4. Osu, here for Truth Esports, getting the knock onto Asia, goes for more, doesn't just want the flush, he wants the whole team. Gets A-Flow as well, with Saiyajin helping out. It's a pretty average.
Thanks,
is
Ziri
the best way
Subraco.
to describe Truth Esports in B versus C earlier today. They had some good moments. Natsura-sama had some good moments, same with Saiyajin, but just couldn't quite put together a complete performance.
Truth Esports, one of the teams sort of landlocked up here at Countdown. They're up there with Moist. There's Lahim from Free Agents ratting up there, and then you've got Boogie Borders in a battle for the caravan.
Not Dewa, not Dewa. Oh, that was Boogie Board though. Pricey also just got a knock.
Well, that's huge.
Pricey full kill, nice.
Tied on 70 points, Gino. When you think about the grand scale, outside of just one map.
Oh, let's go, Waltzy. Let's go. Free agents out. Nice. Good shit, boys.
Take them out. Okay, that's points that they can't get. It's almost like a sort of double edge. 10 squads remain as free agents are gone.
See Moist up the top.
I think that's Dewa. I think that's Dewa we're shooting at.
Mosu and Saiyajin on the run. Tsurusama has already been eliminated. Got a couple of rats going around, actually.
Oh,
Emmanuel
one from Dewa down.
For a YOLO res, because he's got the, he's managed to grab the banners with the crypto drone and actually has the option to res them, like Countdown. There's actually a beacon like right in the middle of landside that he can use. I mean, they'll probably get sniped out of the sky, but hey, why not try it?
Oh.
Yeah. Why not? Why not go for it at this point?
Give your friend some KP.
Chicken sandwich. Only quiet so far to start this game. They're gonna have to get involved sooner rather than later. They've got some decent damage. Triple purple. Evos are getting worked out, but no kills just yet.
Damn.
You have
They couldn't get the full kill on him.
and they have Northside pushing right on top of them though. Moist Esports also on the rotation too. No.
Oh, holy shit, we're going right in.
Ground instead.
Oh, this is hella risky, and
yeah, that was huge. Jesus.
They make late decisions.
Fuck, that's alright, that's alright.
The spots are already taken, Xenox, and that means their lives get taken.
Pricey got one.
So
that's another one.
Pay the price this time. He's going to get knocked and fully finished now, so it's just up to MT and Pricey, and with that knock, they're going to get full send. Pricey may be able to stave some of them off for now, but it's not looking good for them.
Alright, I mean, it's not looking good really for a lot of the teams here and starting to really fuel the effects.
Come on, Moist. Come on, Moist.
Really open. Not a whole lot of squads left. Player K over to Chicken Sandwich we go. They've already lost Scraping Flame. Now they lose Panna as well. The only Player K left goes for the bat. They did at least get the kill onto Mite, and Northside win this one against Chicken Sandwich. That's
okay, Northside taking out Chicken Sandwich is good for us. Come on, Moist. Come on, Moist.
Well. Melia and Yuku both staying alive. Moving into the latter portion of this game. 6 squads left, 16 alive.
Yeah, well, there's that information coming into play, Xenox. They had the crypto drone. They were playing from below in the tunnel, north side. But because they had the crypto drone, they knew exactly where Chicken Sandwich were and obviously knew just the right moment to pounce. So Northside come out alive. Unfortunately, they only...
Come on, Moist. Come on, boys.
2 members. So Dewa, once again, doing really good. We haven't had talked much about EXO yet, but they are one of these 6 squads left alive, and they are looking to hold out teams like Good.
We need someone to take EXO out.
Up in the caravan. As you can see, yep, grenades going out towards Good Riddance. They're going to have to run through the fire.
Oh, good shots from Genpike. Golden Sage utilizing that high ground as much as they can. Good Riddance lose 2. Only Jaro left. He's trying to make a great escape. Try and hold on and wrap for a better placing finish. Still practically.
Come on, Moist. Come on, Moist.
He's obviously feeling the pinch. Now gets shot from behind as well. Now basically just a rock that is saving him, hoping he has to just try and push back to his old
Damn, that was EXO. Unlucky.
Unfortunately, that too already was occupied. Big kill for Ziki. Only the 3rd kill of the game for EXO Clan, but this is where you would expect them to start to get involved as they control the entire western.
Come on, Moist.
Zone.
Yeah, they don't have the crane though, and considering the crane is in here, it feels like Golden Sage, who are up the top, they have access, they can just jump. You know, you can make that. You can. I'm pretty sure you don't need to be a Valk. I'm pretty sure you can just slide jump from that top platform over to the crane, which you can see they've fortified there. The problem is they need to do.
Oh my god, this is so fucking scary. So, come on, Moist. Come on, boys.
A little bit of cover below them could be an issue. A team like EXO could be an issue. Northside, they're the ones at the bottom with only the 2 members. And then Moist, somehow at least, have managed to make it into the top 5 here. But that said, they've still only got MT and Pricey.
And while it feels like this sort of golden position, you've got the high ground, you are also sort of silhouetting a bit, right? Like every time you peek over the edge, you are very vulnerable, very susceptible to getting shot at. You can see that.
Oh, fuck.
Taking some damage, just trying to make the way over to the platform. So it's almost like a two-pronged attack, right? Like you can shoot them, you've got the high.
Take out Exo, take out Exo.
Below,
Fuck, he's so low.
to get these sneaky little off-angle positions and look up, and if you're just sort of standing on the edge, you will get shot.
on,
you will
Moist.
lose that armor. At some point, you kind of almost have to pull the plug, and you've got to get moving. You've got to come down.
Well, the circle's certainly moving, so let's see how Exo deal with this one. Trying to get the reveal. They know where they are, right at the top. MT and Pricey playing underneath them. Seer ults coming out.
Okay, MT down one.
Right
Oh.
now.
Oh fuck! Holy shit!
And Moist is going to be the first one
Damn.
to go down.
That was just a bad position. Did we at least get a kill out of that at the end? MT downed one. Did we get the full kill? I can't tell. The fact that Dewa and fucking Exo are still here is so upsetting.
Down to just Kisan Sebastian for Dewa. That's such a good job so far today in fighting in these late game situations. But down to 2. Exo Clan have just played the circle perfectly from the western side. No one
God
has
damn.
to them. They're just basically free firing onto all of these teams that have had to push out.
Yeah, we got another kill out of it. Alright, Exo takes it. Tough, tough, tough. That's so bad for us.
Control is the definition.
That's
for
just
their
so
win in
fucking
this
bad
game.
for
The
us.
western side was theirs. The game is
Unlucky.
theirs.
Exo,
Damn.
were right, looked so in control of that game when they
They just had
off.
much better position.
Menders had maybe more than half of their red shields.
Alright,
still
5 more
available.
games. We got 5 more games.
That is a dominating, commanding fight win here. And look, we
were 4th.
pulled them out.
We got 4th on that one.
And you know, as casters, we love to pretend. Well, maybe not we. At least me and Elfish did last week. You know, as casters, we like to think we've got you know, some amount of influence over these teams when we you know, reprimand them from less than stellar performances, and we did it.
Was it 5th? I thought it was 4th.
Again throughout the first 3 weeks, and eventually
Oh, it might have
they
been
showed
5th, I'm
up
not sure.
last week, and they have
Yeah, let's
continued
see.
now to show us that you know, just with a little bit of polishing, they've honed that edge, Xenox, and they are looking in fine form to
Wait, is it
peak
still
at
B
the
versus
end of
C?
the season where it matters.
Yeah, and I think, you know, obviously.
Wait, why is it still B versus C? Oh, I just closed out of the fucking stream. Here, A versus B. Wait, what? Oh, that's an old one, November 5th. Here we go. Okay, there we are. Yeah, 5th. 4 kills. Alright, that's alright. That's just game 1. That's just game 1. The 2 teams we really didn't want to do well did well. Exo and Dewa. That is like the main 2 teams we do not want doing well. Though Boogie Borders going out super early is helpful for us too. We really want Exo and Dewa to do terribly. So that's very unlucky. But that's alright, it's just game 1. Damn. We need to hold second. We just need to hold second. So yeah, here's Dewa, Boogie Borders, and Exo. So I mean, if Boogie Borders can like stay doing bad, that's great too. Like that's also wonderful. Chicken Sandwich is a decent bit ahead, so them doing terrible isn't necessarily like the best thing for us. I mean, it's of course helpful, but we just need to make sure that we lock down the top 4. So Dewa and Exo is unfortunate, but hopefully it's just game 1. Hopefully they get sleepy and fatigued. Speaking of sleepy, I am going to bed. I can't. It's fucking 3:40 and that was just game 1. So I can't. I got to go to bed. I'm going to raid into the main stream here so that way you guys can continue to cheer on Moist Esports, but I have got to go to bed. I am too fucking tired. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone who donated, big thanks. New subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot. Thanks for subbing. Enjoy the emotes. Go cheer for Moist Esports. I'm tossing it over to the main stream now. I will see you all tomorrow. Wait, hold on. I fucked up the raid. There. Thanks, Resub, Look Up, and Tanada. Alright, sleep well, everyone. Thanks again. See ya.